Is the government looking at specific sectors first to tackle, perhaps sectors that have been impacted most by COVID-19?
Yeah. The sector that has been impacted most, in my view, is tourism, right? It has been hit first and probably last to recover, right? But having said that, in this case, COVID-19, no one escapes, right? So all industries are affected in varying degrees. So as a government, we need to look at all sectors to see how we can assist. That's why in the recovery plan, it has to be a bit more detailed in analyzing how we can support the industry.
Can they expect anything, future stimulus in the next week or two?
Not next week or two. I think to restart the economy will take 2 or 3 weeks. So the timeline that we have now that the Prime Minister has announced the conditional MCO, which starts on the 5th, I think by end of the month, hopefully just after Raya, on Raya 24th. So by end of the month, we can announce a recovery plan. But what's important also to take note and be mindful of is that the recovery plan, even if we've announced end of May, it has to be a dynamic plan. We need to be very clear that whenever there is a need, we need to move, We need to be an agile government where things are, as you know, are moving very fast. So action has to be taken very fast. So we don't have to wait for a plan as well. So let's say we have the economic recovery plan in end of May. So the stage 5 is actually about the 6R is revitalizing, which is, I hope, to be a plan between until end of the year. That's when we look at how to revitalize the economy.
I only have a couple of minutes left, but I want to get your thoughts on the cash injection to M40 and B40, because a lot of people who lost their jobs are from this sector, right? How much financial room does the government have to provide more cash aid, and is there a plan to do so?
Yeah. So the cash aid today, we're going to start giving the second phase of BPN again, actually on Monday, right? So total in the announced Perhatian budget is 10 billion. In fact, we had 2 million more people who have applied and approved, 2 million number approved, so that means it's actually 10.7. And we have this Bantuan Sara Hidup as well, BSH in June, 2.8. So in total, the government is going to give around 13.9 billion ringgit to B40 as well as M40. That is already budgeted, right? As we announced in Prihatin, and the BSH is budgeted in budget 2020. So I think until June, we should have adequate support to the B40 especially, right? And even not for the micro SMEs, we opened the application on the 1st, where 700,000, at least 700,000 SMEs will be able to apply for the grant, the grant Prihatin Khas, special grant Prihatin for the SME micro. That government has allocated around 2.1 billion ringgit.
Okay.